get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
This crowd, full of throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fakes the grab and makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, Liddell move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Dropping back, it's Beebe. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That's caught. It's Hall.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The give on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy at turning it on. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Titans. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Harris. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Beebe. Snagged in the middle, it's Smallwood. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Got it in the middle at Smallwood. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Titans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Titans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Beebe. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. QB got it himself. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Titans want to pick up the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The quick out. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Titans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Titans. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Pulls it, fired complete. Gets away from one, he's got space. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker is Washington. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Washington. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. You start the season, top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number be...
There he What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Power football with the run. Couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board. They do.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they...
Gets loose in the middle. The 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. 1st down and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. On the move is the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown run.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Now the play fake. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Titans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Pulls it in. It's Hall. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Washington. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grab behind the line. It's Washington. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Washington sends out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Titans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Right on the money. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews throws on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
The Titans will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Makes a connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there. And that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's second and long. Takes a handoff. It's Washington. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line on a big pickup on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to
himself a day young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Beebe. They've got the screen set up. Plows through the defense. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Titans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A strike downfield. He makes the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Harris. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass. It's Beebe. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Titans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Washington... to go back on the attack. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Malone. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
From the gun, running back gets to give. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run,
lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Titans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. To the air, it's Beebe. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. Yeah.
Aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Beebe. Got a man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
It's complete on the right side. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there. Even
It's a fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Titans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.